YouTube. Hey, YouTube family, how are you guys doing? It's your girl, Shawnee Speaks, with tonight's Wednesday Words of Wisdom. I'm coming to you live on 2 platforms. So we're going to get started over here on Facebook. Hey, Facebook family, it's your girl, Shawnee Speaks, coming to you live tonight with Wednesday Words of Wisdom. If you don't mind, go ahead and please share this live video. Tonight's topic is love me for real. Hug me now and tell me. So I'm unsure why the channel looks extremely blurry on YouTube. I'm not sure. But if you're watching via YouTube, I apologize. So I'm going to get my hellos in advance. And I appreciate you guys for joining. I honestly do. I don't know what is going on over here, but so we're going to dive right in. You can't hear anything? I don't know why you can't. I just turned up my volume. Can you hear now? If you can hear, give a thumbs up, please. Is anybody else having problems? Okay, so I hope that you guys can hear. I will not be before you long. I I wanted to come to you guys tonight really to just share my heart. I know that on since Sunday, we have been talking about the great loss of Kobe Bryant. And I wanted to really just like dive into that and share my heart a little bit in regards to what happened, like what happens as a community and what happens as fans. I really feel as though when a celebrity loses their life, we forget that they are in Kobe's case, he was a husband, he was a dad, he's a son, he was all these elements. He was more than the great legendary Kobe Bryant. And for some of us, it's really hard to process the fact that this man was a human being. And when I thought about TMZ and really like how they went about broadcasting how he passed, and we were speculating. We didn't know if the wife knew or how the family found out. And even if the family found out through TMZ, it was terrible because there were other people that were aboard that flight, right? There were other people that were on that helicopter. So it was just extremely unfortunate that those people probably found out that way. And as I was preparing for the Facebook Live and the YouTube Live on tonight, I was really thinking about just like in general, like as a mom who's experienced a great loss of losing her only son, as someone who has lost their mother, as I've lost my brother, I've lost my father, like you guys know this. And what's really important to me right now is to spread information for us as a nation and as a community, right? So when people die, we really want to tell them how much we love them. We want to tell them how much they meant to us. But why are we doing it now? We go through this repetitive cycle over and over and over. It's like when someone loses their life, the masses cry out and we talk about how great of a person they were. We talk about how much we love them. Unfortunately, when they're alive, we don't really do that. We have learned to really take life for granted. We have learned to miss opportunities to hug on someone. We have learned to miss opportunities to tell someone that you care about them. We have missed so many opportunities because we take life for granted. We don't understand that. Not even the Bible tells us that we're not promised tomorrow and we shouldn't worry about what's happening in the future and we should only meditate on what's happening today. There's a reason why the word of God encourages us to only meditate on what's happening in the present. Why? Because we need to learn how to embrace the present. We need to learn how to understand what's happening in our immediate surroundings right now. We are so consumed with Facebook, social media, Instagram. We can't even have a conversation with someone. We can't even sit down for wine, tea, or coffee, dinner with someone, because we're so engulfed in what's happening on social media, as if what's happening on the phone is way more important than what's happening in the people that are in your intimate space. And we have to stop. I mean, I don't know. I set up my my phone differently tonight. I wanted to have Devin a little closer to me, and he's not in the camera. And I'm really being like intentional. You know, you guys, I'm sorry, I'm moving around. You know me, you know how much this guy means to us, and how important it was, and it is currently to me with Davina as a mom, to hug on her, to love on her. How important it was for Devin when he was struggling, to tell him how much he meant to me, to tell him how important he was to me, to tell him every day how smart he was and what he was going to be. I just saw greatness in the kid. And just like Kobe Bryant dying young, they say the good dies young. They say that it's very unfortunate. It's like, wow, you know, like you're legendary, you're making moves in your life, and then you lose your life so young. From what I understand, Kobe Bryant told his friends that he wanted to die young. Like, I don't really even think that we even understand the power that is in our tongues. The Bible tells us that life and death is in the power of the tongue. I had to really think about a lot of things that I've said, and try to forgive and retract myself, because I mean, I'm not that old, but I don't want to die young. I want to make sure that I'm living a full and impactful life. I mean, for some of us, some people are going to die younger than others. This baby right here is living proof. He was proof that good people die young. My brother BJ was such a great kid. I mean, like, these guys had totally different personalities. Devin was very rambunctious and loud and funny. BJ was quiet, reserved. You didn't even know that BJ was in the room. He just had a strong presence that you felt his presence. But a lot of times you didn't even know that BJ was in the room. You would look up and be like, I would be like, oh my God, Press. I used to call him Press. Oh my God, Press, you're sitting there. Like, when did you get here? What are you doing? But for Devin would come home, open the door, rah, 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 dancing, yelling, running around the house, sitting on people, acting crazy. It was just like his presence was so strong. Both of their presence were so strong. So, and I shared with my college about, you know, experiencing death, and experiencing losing a son and a mother. But I could not, I mean, as a mom, sometimes this is surreal. Like, this, what do you mean? This is all I have in my son? You mean over here we have a basketball and a glass case from my brother? You mean this is all we have? You mean their clothes? That's all I have? His sneakers, that's all I have? What do you mean? So we have to learn how to love on each other. Blessings, Bishop. Thank you, everyone that's watching. We have to learn to love on each other in the present. We have to learn how to take these moments and these opportunities and really capitalize on them. Stop taking them for granted and feeling like, oh, I'll see you tomorrow. They said Kobe Bryant went to church that morning. He thanked God for the 20 years of his career, and he was excited about the next chapter of his life. Hours later, got on the plane and was going to basketball practice and died. So If you could just ponder on that for a moment and say, God, he said he thanks you for those moments, for his opportunity of life, of everything that you've blessed him with, in whatever his conversation was with the Lord, because I'm sure it was very intimate. And to not know, or maybe he did know. I believe that there are some people, when they die, they know. I shared that with some people in my family about when Devin died, and how I felt he knew. I felt he knew that something was going to happen by the things that he had said to me. And it wasn't bad. It was really, it was weird. And I said, Devin, like, what are you talking about? Like, why are you talking like that? And I, as a mom, I started hurting. Like, what are you doing? What are you saying? Like, what does that mean? Like, talk to me. Let me know what's going on. And the following week, Devin lost his life. And we have to pay attention to our loved ones. We have to listen to what these kids are saying. We have to listen to what the adults in our lives are saying. We have to pay attention to the signs. God said he will send miracles, signs, and wonders. We have to pay attention. We have to learn how to strategically position ourselves in prayer, because we don't know what the next minute, the hour, nor the day is going to bring. So I'm just here to really, really, really encourage you to tell your friends and your family that you love them today. If you have an opportunity and you see somebody, and you might not be the closest person to that somebody, but they might need a hug them. Say hello. Let people know that you care. Let people know that they are important to you. If I tell you that you're important to me, and when I see you, I don't talk to you, you're not important to me. That's lip service. That doesn't mean anything. I can't sit on here on Facebook and YouTube and tell you guys how much I love you and I appreciate you, but then when I see you in person, I don't say anything. That's disingenuous. It's not real. It's fake, because so many of us, we're stuck in this trap, and we're so busy doing things for the gram. We're so busy. 50-year-olds are doing things for the gram. Why? Why? Be real with who you are. Say what you mean what you say. Because if you don't feel like you love someone, then don't use those words. Those words are intimate. Those words have deep meaning. Don't tell people that you love them when you really don't. But for the people that you do love, let them know. Let them know that you love them. Let them know that you care about them. Give them a hug. Teach your children to hug. Hug your children. Embrace your children. Put the phone down until they go to bed. Give time to your children. Stop letting them sit on your phone because they can't pay attention to nothing else. So they need to be on the phone 2 and 3 years old and they're playing video games. They can't sit quiet in church no more because they got to be on a video game. Enough with that. We are being brainwashed, whether you guys want to believe it or not. We are being brainwashed as a society to no longer pay attention to what's happening around us. And that is a plot and a plan of the enemy. And we have to wake up. We have to wake up, because people are dying daily. People are dying around us. We have been praying. We still pray in the city every month, the first Monday of every month, for murder to decrease, and murder has decreased. And then we found out that suicide has increased. That opioid addiction is killing more people. So now we have to change what we're praying. No, we're still going to pray against murder, but now we have to up our prayers in other areas. We have to pay attention. All of us, we all have to learn to do our part. So if you love me, tell me you love me. If you want to see me, let me know. If you love your family, let your family and friends know. Give them a hug. Tell them now. They need to hear it now. And unfortunately, we are grieving a legend right now. We are grieving a legend, and his friends and their families are grieving. There were children on that helicopter that lost their lives. And as a nation, We will continue to grieve, and we will pray for Kobe Bryant and his family. And it is tragic situation that happened. It's tragic. There are no words for the loss and the tragedy that happened on that helicopter. So just think, we never know the day nor the hour. So be intentional. Let the people that are around you know that you love them. Make time for them. Hug your children a little longer tonight. Squeeze them a little harder. When they wake up in the morning, kiss them on their forehead. Give them some encouraging words so they can start their day. And if you have older children, send them a text or write them a letter. If they're in college, send them a card. Do something nice. Everything doesn't have to be monetarily, but we have to be intentional to let people know that we love them and we care, and that we are present in the moment when they are around us, and we can put our phones down for 2 seconds to embrace the company that we're in, let them know that we're listening and we're paying attention and that they're important to us. It's your girl, Shawnee Speaks. Please go ahead and share this live video. I thank you guys so much for being here with me tonight. Smooches. Peace.